Okay, we are recording. So, hey everyone, it's what is it? Wednesday now, and it's July 6th. That is so weird. I can't believe we're already like halfway through the year with the business, and I feel like we were just at conference like 2 weeks ago. So, we have some really good stuff for you guys tonight. So if you guys have somebody on your team that's not on, yes, it's going to be recorded, but get them on because this is live. So if while we're live, anybody has a question or anything that they would like to ask, you guys can do that at the end. So I'm going to go over some announcements and everything first, and then we're going to get into some really juicy stuff that we've been learning. So welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your night. Getting on team calls and corporate calls are so important for your business because not only they're going to teach you stuff, but you're going to hear stories and tons of advice that you can't get anywhere else. So, corporate calls every Sunday night at 10 o'clock. They're super short. They're like 15 minutes. And then there's a corporate call every Monday and Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. So make sure you get on those because those are stories that maybe you don't relate to, but you can, when you're talking to somebody that's interested in the business, you can take that story back to them and be like, oh my gosh, I just heard this amazing story. You would totally relate to this. So make sure to get on those. So we are going to have consistent calls every Wednesday now. So just so you guys know, they'll be anywhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. It could be a Zoom, it could be a phone call, but expect to have a team call every Wednesday. We're going to be really consistent with that now. We have the Mud Hens game this Saturday. Right now, I think we have about 25 tickets left still. It's $50. It includes your ticket for both the games. It's a doubleheader. We have a full dinner buffet. We're going to have tons of food, and it has an open bar for 3 hours. So that is completely opened up, and I know a lot of people that are planning on buying their tickets tomorrow. So if you want to go or anybody on your team wants to go, make sure that they buy those. That's in the Dream Team. Those are $50. Oh, I should probably turn that off. I've been having trouble turning my phone on silent lately. Okay. 1 second. I'm really sorry about that. Nope. There we go. Okay. I want to talk about the promotions and the top enrollers from June. Weird. It's July. From June. Okay. So our top distributor enrollers, we had Keisha Todhunter was our number one distributor enroller for last month. Second, we had Alex Ray. Third, we had Katie Abel. And fourth, we had Chelsea Longworth. So congratulations to you ladies. You ladies rocked it out and brought in some new team members to take off this summer. So really excited about that. And I wanted to talk about the promotions that we had last month. We had 7 executive promotions. We had Charlie Silcott, Sasha Nelson, Chelsea Longworth, Erwin Gunawan, Ashley Barsick, Heather Davis, and Heather White all went executive last month. So congratulations to all of you guys for your first promotion, and it works. And then we also had 2 Ruby promotions. We had Joseph Morris and Bailey Worth. So congratulations, you guys. Ruby is the foundation of our business. If you can go Ruby, you can build to ambassador because all you're going to do is build rubies. 2 rubies is an emerald, 3 rubies is a diamond. So Ruby is really the foundation of our business. Ruby is between $300 and $500 a month. So I always like to under promise and over deliver. So if somebody's like, well, how much do rubies make? I say, some rubies can make $200. You could make $700. It just really depends on your volume. So right now I really want you guys, I was hoping that was not going to happen. I really want you guys to focus on your 4 loyal customers. It's time to bring in volume. There's going to be a big announcement at Green Carpet, and trust me, you want to have that volume there for your next promotion. So right now, let's really focus on finding those 4 loyal customers. Follow up with people that have been interested in products in the past that maybe just haven't ordered yet, and let's get them in the system and get them their products. Okay, so I don't know who is on that is not muted. Somebody unmuted themselves. All right, there we go. So I want you guys to make sure that you have your Steps to Success worksheet out every single month. This is something that I carry with me everywhere I go. It's just an accordion binder. I got it for $5 at Target, and it is my best friend because in it I have distributor order forms, customer order forms, catalogs. I have some extra Blitz cards. I have my Steps to Success worksheets and a couple other things in here. So what I want you guys to do on the first of every month is go to your eSuite and print this off. It is in the document section of your eSuite. Apparently my phone still is not on silent. Print this off. This is our roadmap to our business. I don't like the thing up here that says you can have 150 PPV to be commission qualified. I want you guys to think about it this way. If you don't run your auto ship, you are gambling with your paycheck. You are literally gambling whether or not you are going to get paid from this business. Somebody's card could decline. They could return an order. They could change an order. Any number of things could happen. So if you're running by just hoping that your loyal customers order enough product for you to get paid, you are literally gambling with your paycheck. The 100% guaranteed way to earn a paycheck every single month with It Works is with your ADBD auto ship. You are running a wrap business, you need wraps. You are running a health and wellness business, you need greens. You need to be using the products. How are you going to tell somebody about this stuff if you're not using it yourself? So, I mean, we've got over 30 different things. When I first started, it was like Christmas because I got something new in the mail every single month to try. So you need to be a product of the product, and you need to be using this stuff. There are plenty of things to try every single month. So make sure you have this. This is your roadmap. This should be on your fridge or somewhere where you see it every single day on the first of every single month. And then what I do is I fold mine in half, and then I stick a green piece of paper behind here, and I write my goals out for the month. So I want to talk about goals for a second because you have to have new ones every single month. Yes, our goal should be to go out and complete the Steps to Success every single month. That should always be our number one. But you got to have different goals. Maybe it's to get more into Instagram. Maybe it's to sign the most loyal customers that you've ever signed. Maybe it's to have a team meeting, or maybe it's to blitz X amount of people, or maybe it's to do something with your routine that's going to change your business. So we're going to have different goals every single month. And this is what I want you guys to think about this month. Yesterday I posted, what are your July goals? And I asked everybody to post them underneath. I want you to put your top few goals that you have. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 5, whatever. And under each one, I want you to put 3 things that you're going to do to achieve that certain thing. So if I'm like, I'm going to sign 5 new Rockstar distributors this month, then underneath that, I need to put 3 things that I'm going to do to sign those 5 Rockstar distributors. I'm going to, we'll share at the end what our plan is, but you have to kind of map it out how you're going to do it, how you're going to do your posts, how often you're going to do your follow-up, who are you going to follow up with, how, what, you know what I mean? Like, you really just have to make a plan, and instead of generalizing, I want to go sign 3 new distributors, figure out how exactly you're going to do that. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit, so I don't want to give too much away there, but also have a chart. Please have a chart. Even if you're brand new, print off your executive chart or your Ruby chart. Everything just feels better when you have a chart. I feel lost if I don't have one. And I have a drawer in my office where I have, and there's not a chart, by the way, past Diamond. It's just Executive, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond. There's only 4 charts. So no matter what promotion that you're ever going for, you're going to use one of those or a couple of those. So I like to have that out because I just feel lost without it. And that is your roadmap. That is truly how you know what you need. So I want to talk a little bit about green carpet. And again, everything that I just talked about, your Steps to Success worksheet, your charts, anything that you could need, it's in your back office. Really utilize your back office. I know we talked about looking in the back office at the end of the month for declined orders. But you don't have to wait till the 25th to look at your declined orders. Let's start looking at those every few days. Those are in your downline auto ships, I believe. And you can look at if somebody's order is declined, we can get that fixed right away instead of waiting until the end of the month. So I want to talk about green carpet. I'm going to talk about our itinerary for a second here. I know some of you are going and some of you are not. So if you are not going to green carpet, I want you to get down to Columbus. Some of you live in Columbus, so there's no reason why you can't get there. And those of you that are in Cleveland or Toledo, it's only a 2-hour drive. Please make an effort to go. Ambassador Diamond, Lisa Fuller, and Triple Diamond, Jody Busher, and a couple other top leaders are getting together. Well, we got somebody that unmuted themselves. Okay. They're getting together. It's $20. That's it. I mean, this is a business investment. Anytime that you spend anything on a training or a ticket or something, that's a business write-off. So it's $20, and they're going to have the pay-per-view live. And in between the live feed, they're going to do training. And then later that night, they're going to have a beach-themed party. So it's going to be really fun, and you guys are going to get the full impact of when they make a big announcement. You're still going to be able to be in a room with lots of energy and other It Works people. So that's going to be really fun. If you're not going to Green Carpet, please get there. And if you are, and you have a team back here that's not going, get them there, because that's going to really bring the excitement for them. So if you are going to Green Carpet, this is just kind of the itinerary for our team. I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but so Monday is the baseball game, and all the tickets you can go to events.itworks.com and buy your tickets for everything. So Monday is a baseball game. Tuesday, I'm just going to kind of do a beach day or hang out at the hotel pool. And then Tuesday night, there's a dine around town. There's all different events that they have going on. There's a luau and different seafood buffets that you can buy your ticket for those. And then Wednesday, we have the party boat. If you're going to be there on Wednesday, make sure that you have bought your party boat ticket. It's $30. We're going to do a sunset cruise from 7 to 9 out on the Gulf. There's 2 bars on there. There's going to be music, dancing, food. It's going to be so much fun. So if you're there on Wednesday, make sure to get your ticket. You don't want to miss that. And then what are we doing? Thursday, we're going to do a team dinner at Shore Diner. That's in St. Armand's Circle, and this place is amazing. And there's a store underneath, and then it's a restaurant on top, and we can sit outside and everything. So that's going to be really fun. Alec and I are going to be coming from the Top 100 cocktail party on the whole another level at the corporate office. So we cannot wait to get back and tell you guys about that. And then Friday and Saturday is the event. So some of you are going Friday, some of you are going Saturday. We will be there both days. Friday night is the country concert. Some are going, some aren't. It's totally up to you. And then Saturday night, we're going to have a big party at this place called Motorworks. And it's got a huge beer garden, which if you don't even know what the hell it is, because I didn't either. It's basically, it's this huge bar, and they have a big outdoor area with a big patio and cornhole boards and like the whole shebang. It's going to be really fun, and we're going to have a catered dinner there as well. So make sure to get on the Varsity Career and get your tickets for that. Those are $35. That's going to include your whole dinner and everything. So that is the Green Carpet itinerary. So please, if you're not going to Green Carpet, or you have team that are not going to Green Carpet, get them down to Columbus, because that's going to be really fun as well. So I was on the Top 100 Zoom with Mark the other day. Mark, Mike, and Pam, actually. We got to talk to all 3 of them. And they were telling us a little bit about Green Carpet and how it's really going to bring everybody together. It's going to just give everybody the sense of community and pump everybody up. So this is just kind of like halftime. So we're going to come out of Green Carpet just really pumped up for the second half of the year. And there's going to be, now there was talk about a new product, but on the call he said we're going to take a product line to a whole nother level. So I don't know if it's a new product, or if it's a new product line, or if it's an enhancement to a current product line. I literally have no idea. I have no guesses at promise. So I'm really, really, really excited. I'm assuming they're going to announce that on Saturday. So there's that. There's going to be the It Works store down there, and there's going to be different hours for store and registration. And then I may have to shut that. Get some distractions going on right here. I'm just going to shut the door. In or out, buddy? Okay. And so one more thing that I wanted to talk about what Mark said. Okay, so he had a challenge for us, and his challenge was, before Green Carpet, get your teams excited about their next promotion. So that's why I wanted to talk about the Steps to Success worksheet and your chart. Whatever promotion you're going for next, have that chart out. because I have a feeling that whatever they announce, so we're going to have some kind of new product, and then we're going to have some kind of new promotion. And I think that new promotion is going to have something to do with personally promoting. So I want you guys to have your chart out and get ready for it. And his challenge to us is this. Not only are we going to go out and we're going to find those 4 little customers to bring in that new volume, but we're going to go out before green carpet and find our next rock star. Find that next new distributor that you are going to personally sponsor, that you're going to help take Ruby. Not take Ruby before next week, but somebody new that you're going to bring on as a new distributor that you're going to personally sponsor and mentor, and we're going to help get them to Ruby within the next few months so they can earn that Ruby bonus. And also the cruise, guys, this is the last month to be eligible for the cruise. So, and our destination to diamond points kind of go right hand in hand with that. I mean, when you sign a loyal customer for the destination to diamond, you get 1 point. For the cruise, you get 100 points. Signing a new distributor, you get 300 points for the cruise. If they get their 4 loyal customers in 30 days, you get 500 points. And if they go Ruby, they get 5,000 and you get 5,000 points just for them going Ruby for the first time. So get on the cruise, guys. This is the 5th largest cruise ship in the world. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to be there. Okay, so Destination to Diamond, we still have that going on. We're going to have a new post for you guys every single day. And we're also going to have, this didn't shut before. We're going to have a prize for you again this month, and just kind of challenges and education from our leaders for you every single day. So I hope that that brings value for you guys and you guys really learn from it, because we're not doing it for our health. We're really doing it to help you guys and help teach you guys stuff and challenge you to go out and do things that are going to get you to diamond. So I think that's all the announcements and stuff like that. So I'm so excited for Green Carpet. So Saturday, July 16th, it's also my birthday. We're going to have lots of good announcements. So let's go out and find that one new person that we're going to bring on and sponsor, so they can take advantage of whatever is announced. So I'm really excited because Susan is on with us, and she has lots of juicy stuff about Facebook that's changing, that is affecting our business that we don't even know about. And after you know about it, you're going to be mind blown. So
you are. All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm so ready.
I'm going to be taking notes. So if you guys don't,
Okay.
if you guys aren't already taking notes, I mean, I would seriously grab a piece of paper at this point, because she's about to blow your mind.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I feel like personally my Facebook interaction has been down lately, and I'm sure most of you all have noticed that. So I'm going to talk about, first I want to start off with, I don't mean any of this to scare anybody, and don't think of this as being bad. Like, don't think of this as being a negative thing. Like, Facebook isn't a bad thing. They aren't out to get you. They're not out to, stop us from posting. They're not out to, ruin things for us. You have to think of it that Facebook is a business, just like we're doing. We're trying to run a business. Facebook is a business. So, kind of think of it, I was thinking of this analogy. So I'm sitting here at Panera. So kind of think of it like a Panera. So, it's really nice inside here. It's, nice and cozy, and they have free Wi-Fi for us to use, which hopefully it's fine and I don't cut out, because we know how Panera's Wi-Fi is. But, if all these people came here, they make this really nice environment for everybody to hang out with our friends. Well, what if everybody came here and nobody bought a bagel? You know what I mean? Like, Facebook or like Panera's going to put an end to that, because they're going to be like, well, we're going to go out of business because nobody's buying our product. So you have to think of it like Facebook is the same exact thing. They created this nice space for us to hang out with our friends, and they don't charge us to use it. They allow us to use it for free, but they hope that every once in a while we're going to buy a bagel, which would be through ads, or, you can boost your posts on your business pages, those type of things. So just kind of keep that in mind. So I want to talk about first, I want to take a second, because I know some people have business pages, and please don't take this wrong and think that you have to turn around and delete your business page by any means. But there's 2 different things. So you can have your personal profile, which is what the majority of us have, or my regular Facebook page, or you have a business page. So here's just a statistic for you. So 94% of people who like a business page never return to it, ever. You have to think about it like a lot of times it'll pop up in an ad or something and it'll say, you know, click here to enter to win something. So you click there, you enter, you never go back to that page again. You know, just something catches your eye, so you like it. You never go back to 94% of people never go back to it. And also, if someone hasn't gone back to a business page in 30 days, they're most likely will never, ever, ever see that business page's post ever if they haven't gone to it in 30 days. Also, business page, there's just a couple of statistics for you guys. Like business page posts actually show to less than 2% of your Facebook compared to your personal profile. It's around 15%. So, I mean, it's literally your personal post on your personal page, you're 8 times more is likely for people to see those posts as opposed to a business page. So, you know, I mean, business pages can help for people, and you have to think, because a lot of people say, well, you know, Cami Dempsey has a really successful business page, you know, the Duns do, all these people. But you have to think they have a really massive following and they already have their businesses established. So they can beat out a lot of that stuff. They have the money to spend ridiculous amounts of money on, you know, ads and boosting their posts and stuff. So basically where I'm going with this is just honestly steer clear of business pages. It's going to take too much time, and then it's just not, Facebook is changing. So stick with your personal profile. So next we want to talk about rating or scoring your posts. So Facebook is really, really complicated. They're obviously very, very smart there. So what they've started doing is you have to think that basically everything you do on Facebook needs to be really strategic. Like it's time to really buckle down, and you need to start thinking about what you're doing on your Facebook if you want that to be your main stream for building your business. So Facebook basically rates your posts. Every single post that you make, everything you do on Facebook, they rate it. Value. So the first thing I want to talk about is value. So there's 3 key words to keep in mind whenever you're making a post. Those 3 words are informative, entertaining, and authentic. So every single post that you're making, make sure that it's one of those 3 things. If it's not, then most likely Facebook is probably going to dock you points. So what I mean by that is copying and pasting. So we know that, like, if we see someone, you know, that's, I'm just going to say Sarah Rankin because, you know, she's our upline, she's amazing. So let's say she makes a post and we're all like, oh my God, that post is so awesome. If you go in and you copy and paste that, Facebook is going to say, oh, well, somebody already posted this, so we don't need to repeat it. People don't need to see it more than once, so we're just not going to show it. Like literally the chances of people seeing you copying and posting something goes way, way, way down. So the way to get around that is if you see it, then you have to make it authentic to you. So you can kind of borrow the idea, but you need to change up the words, maybe add some emojis, make it so that it's your own. Because if you're copying and pasting, people will not see that because Facebook literally will catch that. So, you know, a lot of the times, like, I can think of a couple off the top of my head, you know, like the copying and pasting of the one that says, oh, Facebook is changing and I need to know who all can see me or else I'm going to go through a deleting spree, whatever. If you copy and paste that, Facebook is not going to show it to anybody. And then you're only going to have a select few people liking it. And then you're going to get really discouraged and be like, oh my God, why does nobody like me? So that's why, I mean, just, you have to steer clear from copying and pasting. Don't advertise. Okay, so let's talk about kind of advertising. So nobody wants to see ads. So this is kind of like, bear with me because I'm kind of get in depth a little bit, but nobody wants to see ads. Let's be real. Like it's annoying. Like you're flipping through a magazine, you flip through all the ads. Like nobody wants to see that. So Facebook knows that. Facebook knows that people don't want to see ads when you're scrolling through Facebook. So what they've been doing is they have been sending out surveys every single day. So I don't know if you guys have gotten one. I know I have. They send out literally 10,000 surveys every single day, which, mind you, there's 1.2 billion people on Facebook, which is mind-boggling in its own. But they send out 10,000 surveys a day. And basically what it looks like is a little thing will pop up on your Facebook, and they will show you one of your friends' recent posts or status updates. And they'll say, on a scale of 1 to 5, do you like this? And what happens is they can click, like, yes, it's okay, or like not at all, or they can like mark it as like this is spam or something like that. So if by chance we have It Works people, which I'm not saying it's just It Works, but let's just say any business person that is posting adsy or salesy type things on there, and that comes up on that survey, and they mark it as being bad or not entertaining or spammy, then Facebook is going to recognize statuses that are along those same lines, and they're going to dock them points, and then people won't see them as often. So the statistic with something like business posts have gone down 40%. Like view wise, like people like see it 40% less since they've started doing these surveys. So you really have to be like mindful of what you're posting. You have to think, is it informative? Is it entertaining? Is it authentic? Which comes back to pictures too, pictures. So this is something else I learned. If you're thinking like, I need to post a picture, I'm gonna go to Google. If you Google a picture and then you take a picture off of Google, and if anybody ever has posted that picture on Facebook and somebody has marked it as spam, that picture is forever marked as spam. And then when you post it to your page, Facebook is going to know it's spam, and they're not going to show your post to people. They're going to dock you points, basically. So again, not saying this is scary, but you have to kind of think like you need to be your own person. You need to be you. So, I mean, I'm not saying don't ever Google and use pictures, but when it comes to things that you can just make yourself, make them yourself. Like WordSwag is an amazing app, amazing. Like I know one girl, Marissa, on my team, like her life was like freaking changed when she downloaded it not that long ago, and she's making them every day now. So, WordSwag, whatever you guys need to do, but just use some form of app to make your own pictures if you can. Okay, so let's go back to informative. So everybody write this down. People don't care about your product. They care about feeling better. People do not care about our product. They care about feeling better. We're here to sell people our products, yes, but we're here to sell feeling better. So an example that I love this example. So let's say that there's somebody who's selling mattresses. Okay, so he's not selling mattresses. He is selling sleep. His job is to make people sleep better. So he's not going to just be posting, oh my gosh, look at this mattress. It's so comfortable. Like people are like, okay, cool. Nobody cares about your mattresses. But if this person is posting and saying, did you know that if you drink, the correct amount of water every day, you're going to get a better night's sleep? Did you know that if you turn off all of your electronics 30 minutes before you go to bed, you'll get a better night's sleep? Like, have you ever tried melatonin? Melatonin can help you sleep. Like, he's a sleep expert. He's an expert. So then what's going to happen? If you're having trouble sleeping, who's the first person you're going to go to? That person selling mattresses, because you know that he's an expert with sleep, and you know that he's going to be able to help you. And then when the time comes and you're like, oh my God, I need a new mattress, you're going to go to him because he's an expert in that. So kind of think of that like with us, like we need to become experts in what we're doing. And that doesn't mean we have to know everything about our products. That doesn't mean we have to, be the smartest person when it comes to health and wellness, but try and work that into your post. You know what I mean? I mean, through inspirational quotes, inspiring people to get healthy, inspiring people to keep going, inspiring people to change their life, going after their dreams. Like body image, a lot of people obviously struggle with body image. So if you become an expert in that area, and you talk, post your workouts that you're doing, or post some healthy meals, or even just sharing them, just think about that. There's so many like ways that you can go with that. And you have to remember that people are buying into you. They're not buying into the product. They're buying into you, and they need to trust you. So if you're just trying to sell to them, people will see that and they won't trust you, and they will not buy your product. So in the end, you need to be in the business of helping people. You have to think too, there's so much information out there that people don't have the time to sit down and read through all this information. So they need someone to edit it down for them and to make it simple. So that's our job. We're basically going to edit down everything for our friends and our Facebook following, and help them be successful in what they're doing and become an expert, and show them what they can do by using our products. And then when they're ready, they're going to come to you and they're going to want your product. So that's a little bit about that. Let's see, was that everything about informative, entertaining, authentic? Okay, so that's everything on that. Okay, so let's kind of talk about a couple of things with the Facebook algorithm that have changed. Like, I think this is the most mind-blowing. Like, I was not aware of this at all. So, okay, so the algorithm for Facebook. So we've kind of touched on this before. You know, the simple things like liking and commenting on people's posts. If you're doing that, then you're more likely for your stuff to show up. So make sure that you're being thoughtful and you're actually going out and liking and commenting and interacting with people. If you're just solely posting on Facebook, then Facebook is going to dock you for that, because they're going to see that, well, this person is just posting and they don't care about what anybody else is doing. So they'll basically dock you points and your stuff won't show up. So one of the things that I thought was so crazy is there's actually an algorithm through Facebook that checks for certain words. So, example, please comment below. Please like this status. Please share this status. It's getting to the point to where Facebook is recognizing those and everybody is doing it. So like the first few people that did that, like freaking genius, like so smart. But it's getting to be overboard now, and Facebook knows what you're trying to do. So if you are using those words in your status, most likely your views are way, way down for that status, and not everybody is going to see it. So you need to just kind of think about that and maybe switch up your wording. So instead of saying, please comment below, you could say, mention someone, or drop below your favorite whatever question you're asking, or, you know, spread the word instead of share, you know, something along those lines. I mean, one of the things I did, like, where I was like researching, and the thing I was watching did say like before and after isn't an issue, because before and after are separate words. So like that combination will probably never be, you know, blocked or anything. But I mean, you never know. It's hard to say. Obviously, I don't work for Facebook, so I don't know exactly what the words are. But I basically am just saying this to play with your wording a little bit. Switch up your wording. Don't use the same status over and over and over again. Switch up your words. Try and be creative. Be authentic. Hiding your posts. Okay, so we all know that there's that annoying person who's constantly, you know, sharing things that are super annoying, super controversial. So what do? We hide them from our timeline. Think about that. If you post something, which, let's talk about this, guys. Let's get real. We are in a business. Yes, we have a personal page, but you are your storefront. So if you are constantly posting controversial things, if you're constantly posting things about the election, which I know we all have an opinion on, but think of all the people who don't agree with you. Think, you know, everybody has their own opinion. So if you're posting controversial things, if you're posting inappropriate things that are disgusting, if you're posting, you know, whatever, and people start hiding you, Facebook is going to recognize that, and they're going to start docking you. They're going to say, well, nobody wants to see this person's things because they're posting inappropriate things or whatever. So we're not going to show them as much. So I'm not saying by any means that you can't have an opinion. You absolutely can. But my advice would be, just don't. Just don't post it on your Facebook page. That is what your best friends are for. That's what your spouse is for. That's what your family is for. Have those conversations with them. That's fine. But you have to think of this like a business. You're running a business, so you need to take it seriously. So, you know, just steer clear of posting those super controversial things like that are going to make people like, I don't want to be with that. Like, no, you know what I mean? That makes sense, right? Okay, so posting. Okay, so let's talk about posting. So, you know, like way back, I don't know, like maybe when I first started, or like, we used to talk about like posting, like, you know, you need to keep posting. And a lot of times we do that around promotion times, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but there is a magic number. So apparently 3 to 5 posts a day is the magic number. If you're posting more than that, you're basically competing with yourself, and all of those subsequent posts after those 3 to 5 might literally not even show up on anybody's timeline. Not at all. Like Facebook is like, nope, sorry, you've already posted too many times today. You're done. So you have to kind of be mindful of that. So Jess made a really awesome video about printing out your calendar and keeping track of what you're doing. And I think Jeannie posted in the comments about color coding stuff. So this is the one that I need to print out a new one, but I have this one. So it's like to do the week of. So I decided that because of all these Facebook changes, I'm going to start keeping track of my posts, in which it might sound really complicated, but you guys, this is a business. Like if you honestly can't take a half an hour to an hour on the Sunday night to plan out your posts for the week, then you probably have a problem. So, you know, take some time and sit down and think about things that you can post throughout the week, and make sure that they're one of those 3 words, and you can write them down on your schedule. And then that way you know, that day you don't have to sit there and think about it for an hour staring at your phone like, well, what am I going to post? What am I going to post? You're not going to sit there spending an hour on Pinterest trying to find the perfect inspirational quote. If you sit down and you do it and you plan it out, then that's going to save you a whole bunch of time, and you'll be good to go. So, you know, I would say 3 to 5 times. And here's the deal. So again, I'm not saying this to scare you. 3 to 5 times posting on Facebook. That includes you posting in groups. So, for instance, if you are an avid group person to try and make friends, which is what we should be doing, we should be making friends. But if you're posting in groups, Facebook is going to know that, and it's going to count that as one of your posts for the day. So my advice would probably be save that stuff for later in the evening. You know, I'm not saying don't post in groups by any means, but you just have to kind of, we really have to start being mindful and start treating this like it's a business. I mean, if we're going to use Facebook to build our business, then we need to know how to use it. So, you know, that's including in your group. So we'll just kind of have to work around that. And I mean, it's not a big deal. You know, we should be posting 3 to 5 times. And I mean, I think 3 to 5 is perfect, like a perfect amount. So, okay. So this one is really interesting to me. So Facebook literally knows. God, they're so smart. How do they know this stuff? If you're scrolling through Facebook, like scrolling, like, you know how we all do, like aimlessly scrolling. If you look at someone's post for like 2 seconds and you keep scrolling, Facebook knows. They know that. They're like, oh my gosh, well, this, you know, people are only stopping on Susan's post for like 2 seconds. So clearly it's not very interesting. So we're not going to show it as much. If, however, people stop and they stay on it for maybe 30 seconds to a minute to actually read it, then Facebook is going to know, and they're going to basically rate you higher and give you more points for your stuff being informative because people want to see it. So you're going to get a better score. So that again goes back to make sure that your content is interesting, that it's unique, it's authentic, and it's not just a little boring like blip that people are like, I don't care. Same goes with links. So if you are posting a link to something, so let's say, like I said, you know, if we share a workout or something like that, if someone clicks on it, Facebook knows how long that person leaves and before they come back. So if you post a link, and so everybody knows those like links that are going around right now, like I just saw this one earlier today. So you know, dad adopts a newborn baby, and you won't believe what happened when he saw her face. Click here or something, and you have to click there to find out what it is. So let's say you click on that, and as soon as you get there, it's like a boring like ad, or it's just a whole bunch of junk. You're like, oh my God, this is stupid. And you immediately go back to Facebook. Facebook knows that. So they're like, okay, this isn't interesting. It's probably spam, whatever. And they'll dock them points, and they won't show it as often. So same with us. So if you're going to be posting links, make sure that they're not crap. Basically, make sure that they're not something that's all salesy and adsy, and it's something that is actually interesting to people and that they're going to want to actually see. What else? Okay, so I mean, I think that's like basically, I mean, I could keep rambling forever. And so again, I don't say any of this like to scare you guys like whatsoever. I mean, don't let this scare you. But again, like you just have to realize that like you need to establish you. You need to establish you as an AdWorks distributor. You know, like I remember, I think it was Christina Watts. She had done a video, and I absolutely loved it because she said, you have to fit AdWorks into your life. If you're trying to fit your life into AdWorks, you're doing it wrong. So it really doesn't take a whole lot of time to post on Facebook. It really doesn't. So if you're struggling with that, like I said, like print out a calendar, like Jess said, fill it out, set an alarm on your phone, you know, for different times of the day, and just make sure that you post. And like, you know, when your alarm goes off, actually post. Don't say, I'll do it in a minute. Like stop what you're doing and just make a quick post and then move on with your day. So again, not to scare you, you know, you're basically building your brand, you're building you. So people need to trust you, and people need to see that you're serious about what you're doing and know that you're taking it seriously. So this goes back to what Katie always says: if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. So if you're not posting 3 to 5 times a day, which mind you, it doesn't have to, you know, be it works, because again, then that's going to be seen as, you know, ads. And, you know, you have to think of it like I gave the analogy at the beginning. Facebook does not want you using your personal page to build your business. They don't. They want you to have a business page and pay for it, because that's how they make their money. So if they think that you're being too businessy and too salesy, they will put you in Facebook jail without you even knowing. Like there is a way of doing that. Like they'll basically, if you are getting docked so many points, they're going to put you in Facebook jail. You don't even know, and your content is not going to be showing up as much as it should be. So just be yourself, be you, be authentic, and you'll be good to go. So any questions? Was that too much? Are you guys nervous? Don't be nervous.
I loved all that. Even though we talked earlier, I still have like a whole half page of notes of things that I didn't catch before. But I love, while you were talking about the guy who sells mattresses, but really what he wants to do is sell sleep. I loved that, and I was coming up with some ideas of things that we sell, to just think about different things to post, and like you said, things that are informative. Like, we're a health and wellness business. If you can find some really great health and wellness statistics or whatever information, post it. But make sure, like Susan said, that it's not just copy and pasted somewhere, or it's not just a Google image that you found and posted it to your wall. So I was sitting here thinking, things we sell. I just put skinny because I always talk about how I wrap before bed. Because people want to be skinny. Skinny, beautiful skin, fit, healthy, freedom, and happiness. We sell happiness. I can't tell you how many times people have messaged myself or a bunch of other people on the team and said, oh my gosh, you look like you're so happy, or you're having so much fun, or this or that. Like, we literally sell happiness. So if you think of it like that, and you're posting about how you're happy all the time because of this business, that's essentially something that you're selling, besides yourself, selling yourself. Look what we're asking you to do now, selling yourself. So anyways, I was also just putting some things down about engaging with people's posts. So this is something that I wanted to do because I watched this video that Susan posted about Renessa Brown, and talking about how if you're not scheduling out your day, really, like, how professional are you being, and how serious are you at your business? So I was just kind of sitting here thinking about the different posts that I'm going to post tomorrow. And I put at the top, engage with people, on top of scheduling my post, because maybe I schedule to post my story in the morning, but after or before I post that, I need to go engage, which means like and or comment on 20 different people's things. And that means, like, not just being like, oh, hey, cute, like asking questions and really engaging with people. So let's see. Yeah, so if you guys can think of other things that we sell, you know what I mean? Like, if you post about skin statistics or things about how to have better skin. I mean, I know my mom can teach us all about that because she taught skincare for 8 years when I was younger. So just think about that stuff. That's really good stuff. I have so many ideas here. But I really want to hear from Alex now, because I know we all talk about, like, oh, it's the end of the month, it's the 25th, we have to check the decline orders, the 25th, we have to push hard, last week of the month, last few days of the month, last day of the month, it's push day. But don't forget, we still need to be working the rest of the month. We still need to be pushing at the beginning of the month as well, especially with Green Carpet coming up. We don't know what they're going to announce. They're talking about how we need to focus on our next promotion. We don't know what they're going to bring out. We need to be running right now. And Alex is going to talk a little bit about how to have urgency at the beginning of the month and whatever else she's going to talk about. You ready, Alex? Oh, wait, I still can't hear you for some reason. You have to turn on your internet audio. It says you're unmuted, but you probably need to use internet audio. Are you on your computer? Down at the bottom where it says mute, but if you bring up the little arrow, it should say use computer audio or something. Still not working. Oh, yes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Right here.
Oh, why am I so big? I don't like that. Hold on. Okay.
I just made you the spotlight video.
Oh, okay. Let me sit back. All right. I'm just wanting to take a couple minutes and talk about, having a sense of urgency and not waiting until the 25th to work your business. Some of you guys are in the Avengers, and you saw my post yesterday about, everybody always says if you want to get paid like a business, then you have to treat it like a business. If you're going to wait till the 25th, you're going to work on the weekends, you're going to work on Mondays, you're treating it like a hobby, and you're going to get paid like it's a hobby. You have to have a sense of urgency July 1st to July, however many days, 31st in July, because you're going to find yourself at the end of the month, a couple orders away from the 400 Club, a couple orders away from being commission qualified, when you could have doubled, tripled, quadrupled that, the first, second week in July. So you have to work every single day like it's the last day of the month. You don't want to sit on your butt and, wait until the 25th once all orders go through, because you're going to find yourself scrambling to, fill volume and be commission qualified and hit that 400 Club. You don't want to do that. And if that's what you're going to do, you're probably in the wrong business because this is a business and you have to work it like a business. I set a small goal for myself. I try to set a small goal for myself every single day. If that's, reach out to 10 people, reach out to 20 people. And if I don't finish that list, then I go on to them the next day. Set small goals for yourself because it's going to make you work. It's going to keep yourself consistent. And the more consistent you are, the more you're going to see it paying off for your business. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I was muted. Do you have more to add to that?
Not right now, no. My computer, it keeps popping up that it doesn't want to use the computer audio, and I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's weird because we can hear you now. So, well, yes, thank you for that because, I think it's a really good point to bring up. If you do only plan on working this, I'm only going to work it one day a week, or I'm only going to pay attention to it on the weekends, like you said, or I'm only going to pay attention to my business after the 25th. That's not a business. And like Susan said, if you can't take 30 minutes to just plan stuff out for your business, this is a business. You have to work at it. You have to try different things. And if that doesn't work, you have to try something different. And if that doesn't work, you have to try something different. And if that doesn't work, you have to try something different. And you have to try over and over and over again. It's not just like a one-time thing where you find one thing that works and it's an immediate success and you go right to ambassador. There's tons of roundabouts in this business, and there's tons of things that are going to work and that aren't. And sometimes it's going to be harder than other times. Sometimes, our business is going to boom and our team's going to be running and it's going to be so exciting. And other times we're going to have to freaking fight for it. And if this is what you want, then we're doing it together. So don't wait until the 25th to work your business. Fight for it now, because especially when corporate events come up, the only people that are regretting what they haven't done is the ones that are sitting there and like, oh my gosh, this big exciting thing you just announced and I haven't done anything up until this point this month to get myself ahead in this. So definitely something good to remember. So we would all three like to share. So I know I said at the beginning of the call that our CEO, Mark Pentecost, has kind of challenged us to go out and find that one new person that we're going to sponsor before Green Carpet, which means Green Carpet is technically a week from Friday. So we've got a little over a week to each go find that one new person. Can you imagine if every single person on the team signed one new person before next week? That would be an explosion in itself. So like we talked about having goals for the month, we have to have goals or, kind of things that we're going to do for that each goal. And we each want to share what we're going to be doing within the next week and 2 days to find that new rock star for our team. Now, I say new rock star because you're going to find that new person to sponsor to take Ruby. Of course, they're going to be a rock star. You have to put that out into the universe. Anything that you put out, you will get back. I posted that the other day. If you're putting out there, my team's not working, my team's not working, my team's not working, my life sucks, I'm fat, I'm this negative, that negative, blah, 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 that's what the universe is going to bring back to you. But if you're like, Sarah told us a story about how Cammie Dempsey, which she's our Black Diamond upline, back about 5 years ago, she told Sarah that every time she's brushing her teeth, she needs to look in the mirror and say, I'm sexy and my business is booming. And so at first she was like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, oh, whatever. Like, I'm sexy and my business is booming. Like, thought it was so dumb. And then she's like, you need to go home and say that to yourself every single day in the mirror. So she's like, you know, the first week I was like, I'm sexy and my business is booming. And she's like, I was not excited about it at all. And every week it just, more and more good things started happening. She's like, and after a month, I'm sitting there brushing my teeth, dancing around the bathroom, like, I'm sexy and my business is booming. And like, I'll never forget her telling me that story. And so we just have to really remember that you will get what you put out there. And so I love affirmations, and I love Dana Dastrup told me this 2 years ago when I was trying to go diamond. She said, say this out loud. And she made me write it on a sticky note and put it on my Keurig. Oh, hold on. Hope it's better now. Okay. Apparently Alex was still like the spotlight video when I was talking. Anyways, I just lost my train of thought. But she had me put this sticky note on my coffee pot, and it said, the most amazing loyal customers and distributors are coming into my space. And she made me say it every single day. And she made me put affirmations. And for the longest time, I had a little mini sticky note on the dashboard of my car that said, I am awesome. And I had another one in the bathroom that said, I am diamond. And I had another one that said, you know, the most amazing loyal customers and distributors are coming into my space. And then I had another one that's just all these things around my house. You really have to bring that into your life. And so if you plan on going out and finding that next rock star, you need to say, I'm going to find my next rock star within the next week. Now, they're not magically going to come in your lap. It's a business. You have to go work for it. But you need to put good, positive things out into the universe in general and about this new person. So, you know, if you sit there and say, well, every single person that I've signed isn't doing anything, well, then this next person isn't either. You need to speak life over your team and your life and the things that you want. So my plan for the next week and 2 days is I really need to get back to sharing my story. If you guys have never shared your story on your Facebook, you wouldn't believe the amazing things that it does. And if somebody doesn't come to you right then, they surely are watching you after you post that. And everybody has a different story. So my plan is to share my story or the opportunity every single day. Every single day. And it doesn't have to be the same story, guys. Everybody has like their story. Like mine is like a freaking novel. It's like 10 paragraphs long. But you have different versions of your story. Like I have a version of the story about my car, and I have a version of my story about how oh my God, I don't know why. Okay, hopefully it's better now. Alec was just telling me that, whatever, about the video. I have a version of my story about my car, and I have a version of my story about how Alec and I are able to afford plane tickets, and I have a version about how we're able to travel, and I have a version about how I don't have to bartend anymore. Like, there's different versions of your story. So my goal or my plan for the next week is to share my story and or the opportunity every single day. So we need to get back to put it out there that if somebody is interested in making a couple $100 a month or more, like that's what we're here for. We can help. Talk about the Ruby bonus, talk about the cruise. I'm going to go back through and look at old posts and lists. I have a million pieces of paper like this, like from Lego pads, different notes like this from calls or different types of things, and prospecting lists. And I'm going to go through this office and find all of them. And I'm going to bring them to Florida with me because while we're driving to the car or sitting on the beach, I can be contacting these people. So I'm going to be telling them about how there's going to be exciting news this next weekend about how we might be getting a new product or product line, and how there's going to be a new promotion. This is going to be the most exciting time for them to start their business, because for me, I started a business in the summertime. I started in May, and if you start something now, you're going to have a really good thing going by Christmas. So I'm also going to bring that point up. I'm going to contact at least 50 of my past potentials that I've spoke to in the past, or maybe somebody has liked my post. Did you know you can go to your own Facebook profile and you can put like Katie Harold plus product testers. And everything you've ever posted about product testers will come up. Anybody that's ever liked or commented on it, you can go back and follow up with them. So maybe I put Katie Harold plus Ruby and everything. Every time I've ever talked about Ruby or the opportunity, I can go through and see who's liked or commented on it. So it is my goal to talk to at least 50 people and offer them this opportunity, whether it's for the first time or again. And that is my plan for the next week and 2 days. So I would love, and also the sharing of my story and everything like that. And really scheduling my posts is also another thing, because I'm, like Susan said, one of those people where, oh my gosh, at lunchtime I should probably make a post, but I'm going to do this and that, and then before you know it, 2 hours have gone by and I haven't posted it. So scheduling my posts, sharing my story and the opportunity, and going back through all my lists and having a conversation with at least 50 people before next Friday. So I also I'm going to share this on Friday, but I saw this picture on Pinterest last night. And while Pinterest can also be a distraction, I like to Pinterest for at least 10 minutes every night before bed, because I like to pin things to my dream board to keep dreaming bigger, because you look at these things on Pinterest and you can actually make them come true if you work your ass off. But I found this post and it said, TGIF, the grind includes Friday. So I love that. So Sue, would you go ahead and share with us your plan for the next week and 2 days about how you're going to find your next rock star?
Okay, so number one on my list is no more TV.
Oh, I like it.
I mean, and some people you might like, oh my God, well, that's crazy for some of you. But I mean, think about how you're going to feel on August 1st. Are you going to be saying, well, crap, I really wish I'd have watched more TV? Or are you going to say, holy crap, I got a pay raise, right? Like, hello. So no more TV. Affirmations, I did want to touch on that because I did just watch a Periscope by Carrie Bauer the other day, and she was talking about how when she was trying to go double diamond, she would scream at the top of her lungs in her car, in her house, I'm double diamond, I'm double diamond, I'm double diamond. And she said that she would feel the emotions she was feeling, that she knew she would feel when she went double diamond. Like she would just like, and she was like, sometimes I'd introduce myself accidentally as a double diamond and be like, no, wait, I'm a diamond. But she like saw herself as a double diamond, and I need to get back to that. So I'm going to say my affirmations every day, which I have in my phone, which is another idea. If you guys need consistency with that, I say them every morning. I have them saved, like I made word swags of all of my affirmations, and I say them out loud with my daughter every morning while we're eating our breakfast. So I'm going to stick with those. I'm going to contact all of my loyal customers about the business. I know I have a lot of loyal customers who I have not asked or given the opportunity to, so I'm going to contact all of them and say, hey, so-and-so, I know you love the products. I can show you how to make money while using the products. What do you think? So I'm going to reach out to every single one of them about that, old or new. And I also am going to go to scheduling my posts, and I'm going to kind of play around with the timing, because I am going to be learning about that too. So Katie wanted me to mention, look out for that next Wednesday. I think we're going to talk about, best times to post on Facebook, but I'm going to kind of play around with that. And I want to bring up the opportunity every single day too, because I have not been doing that recently. So scheduling my posts and giving the option every single day. And my chicken list, I have been starting conversations with people a lot lately, but I haven't offered the business to the majority of them. So I'm going to tackle my chicken list and I'm going to ask all of them. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Sounds good. Now I've been like switching who's the speaker, and apparently I'm just sucking at it. Okay. Alex.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what were the questions again?
What is your plan in the next week and 2 days to sign up a new distributor? To sign up a new distributor before Green Carpet, somebody that's going to be a rock star. What's your plan for finding that person and getting them signed up in the next week?
I'm going to do everything that I did last month, but I think I'm going to do it like over time. I tried messaging like 5 to 10 people a day. Even if sometimes it was the same people, if they weren't responding, I'm going to keep messaging them. I feel like Laura always has to remind me that the people who are successful in this business got more no's than myself, got more no's than, you know, everybody else. And so I'm going to try to get more no's, and I'm going to do whatever I can to get those no's, whether it's calling, texting, messaging, posting more. I think I'm going to post more about the opportunity. I try to do that every day. And I'm just going to fail my way to the top. If something isn't working, I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to try lots of new things.
I like it. I like it. Now I got to get you off the spotlight video. I'm trying. I'm so bad at this. Okay. All right. Now who's the spotlight video? Is it me? Okay. Okay, so I love those ideas. Any of the Jess, I see you're on. I'm gonna call you out. Or Angie, who else is a diamond? Rachel's on. Does anybody want to share what you're gonna be doing the next week in 2 days to be signing that next new rock star before green carpet? Jess, do you want to share? I'm calling you out. Yeah, I'm going to unmute you. Hello. Hi. How are you? Just kidding. Jess might not have good internet. Okay, just kidding. We're not going to hear from Jess. Angie, how are you? Hi.
Hi.
So what is your plan? You're going to be down at green carpet, and so you're going to be there for the big announcement. What is your plan within the next week to find that new rock star? How are you going to do it?
I'm going to go back to everybody that I had ever talked to or showed any interest in the business and just re-bring it up again, and just see if they're at all coming around, or if they've seen my posts, if they've seen how the team's been doing, and just see where they're at and if they're ready yet.
Okay, how many people do you plan on following up with?
Well, I have 5 in my head that I can think of right now, but I'm going to have to double that. Double, triple, quadruple, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I love that, because you might follow up with 20 of those people and they all say no, then that would mean that whatever it takes is going to have to be more, right?
Yep, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, everybody, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out to be on the call and taking notes and whatever. I was super excited to get this information out to you. There's going to be more information that we're going to be finding out about Facebook within the next few days. So next Wednesday, we're also going to have a team call. I know some of us will be, at green carpet, but they'll be recorded. And Susan will have some new Facebook fact info, and because there's different times that are basically, there's peak times to post on Facebook, and then there's basically dead zones of if you post, like basically no one's going to pay attention to it. So she's going to look a little more into that and find out some more Facebook algorithm statistics, and she's going to be sharing more with us next week. So that's really exciting. So thank you guys so much for being on. If you want to go to the Mud Hens game, buy your ticket. And let's really just create urgency before green carpet and get out there and really, let's go find those 4 loyal customers. Let's go find our next rock star. And yeah, I'm very excited. So I will talk to you guys all later, okay? Bye.
Especially for you, Maya, because you're little and you're pretty.